Bortles now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now Bortles throwing on second down, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, they're strapped it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, Watson. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And some room to maneuver. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback, had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that.
This one to Miller, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Oh, some strong running. And he finds his man, Griffin. Touchdown, Houston.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Bortles now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DJ Reader forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Throwing now is Bortles. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within your kind of get back to those, and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go. Not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing again is Watson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of the caller.
Now it's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
To throw is Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now Bortles. Flush to his right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, now Bortles escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Fournette, a first down carry. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Bortles. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On first down, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. Again, it's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They are going for it. Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. A deep ball for Ellington. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.